Study Jam by Team Nugget, where we will be learning about Firebase and how to implement in your Flutter project. So, before starting with its implementation, we need to know what Firebase is. It is a platform developed by Google which offers backend services like database, authentication, hosting, etc. that helps us build our mobile apps faster with ease since we already have the backend part ready and we just need to use that. So before starting with its implementation, we need to make sure that we have Node.js installed on our system. To check this, open command prompt and write node dash version. Since I already have Node installed on my system, I get the version. Otherwise, go to Node and install. Go to Node.js download and install the Node.js. Since I already have Node installed in my system, I would be canceling it, but you guys go complete the installation process. Now we will go back to this at Firebase Flutter. And since we already have installed these and we also have created a project, now we will install the Firebase CLI first. Since we already have installed Node, so this command will help us install the Firebase tools. So open any preferred editor in the Flutter project and next I would be naming it as setup and since we don't need it right now for Linux web or Windows, it will take. Now open the terminal and copy this command here. It will take a while to install. Wait for it. Now go back and copy this Firebase login. Since I already have logged in, so it is giving me this. Otherwise, do the necessary login steps and now activate Flutterfire CLI. So we have the Flutterfire CLI installed. Now go back to the project and select Flutter. We have installed the Flutter by Firebase CLI and Flutter SDK, created a Flutter project, and now we also activated Firebase Flutterfire CLI. Now copy this command and run it in the terminal. Now select which platforms do you need. So for this project, since I initialized with Android and iOS, so it's already selected and press enter. And congratulations, your Firebase project is connected with it. For this, it installs a Firebase options Flat file. For this error, just write uh, Flutter hub and Firebase 4, and the error is gone. Now here, database and storage, Firestore, create database, standard edition, yes, and set the region to South one, South Delhi, and always remember to start in test mode. And Firestore is being set up. Meanwhile, go to Firestore. Meanwhile, go to Firebase database documentation and go to Firestore. So here it is a complete documentation of how to use Firestore and how to work with it. And here you already have a database. So we will add a collection named users next. For document ID, use auto ID and field like user or maybe use name and write name RN. So here you only, as you can see, we have a name RN added to this database. And Firestore is a NoSQL type database, which means that it does not store data in the form of rows or columns. Rather, it stores it as a collection. Now we will be going to the Firebase site. Here you can go through it to know more about the Firebase and what are its features and all the possible options where we can integrate Firebase. For our video, we will go to add Firebase to Flutter and add Firebase to a Flutter project. Here in the prerequisites, we already have installed preferred ID and Flutter in the previous videos. Now we will be first going to console and create a new Firebase project. Let us name it something like Flutter project. Default account and create project. It will be creating a project and just a minute. It will take some time. So the project is created. Now we will be after this is done. Now we will be going through example use. So first go to next. Now before starting, we need to add the start in the main.dart file of our code. So here and then with await, it makes us wait for the connection to be set up. So we need to add async and then for this we import the libraries. Now the here it is done. Now continue to console. Now we will be going to this documentation and here you can read it for information. You will be going to get started with co-operations and mobile and web SDKs. Now we have already created a Firestore database and test mode, production mode, all the related information. Now we will be adding Cloud Firestore into our Android app. So open Android Studio, go to terminal and right paste this and this command has been added. Now go to, we'll be adding data for a sample use case. So go to add manage data and add data. Now we need to create an instance. So copy this db equal to firebase Firestore instance and now paste the copied code over here and import the library. Also, right, final. Now go back again to this and copy this and paste. Also, meanwhile, we need to initialize the emulator. And wait for some time. So the emulator is on. Now we will execute this. As you can see, it is running and it will take some time. And meanwhile, here, early in the database,
We only had users field, and once the program executes, click on the plus, and now let's see the database collections. Now this cities has been added, which we uh, added here in the code. So this is how we perform a simple read write operation in the Firebase database. Also, we have different types of data types that can be added, like string, boolean, number, date, timestamp, and then list, and then null. So this was all for this video and for this study time session on Flutter. Thank you.